back, folks, to our coverage of the MaxPreps Holiday Classic Open Division Championship game from Rancho Mirage High School in Rancho Mirage, California, featuring the number 1 seed Chino Hills against the Cinderella of this tournament, Redondo Union High School from Redondo Beach, California. The first time since 2010, two California teams have met in the championship game of this tournament, as schools have traveled from around the country to compete in this 4-day event. Meeting at half court for the tip. In the gray, Chino Hills winning the jump ball. Starting lineup set for you. Getting it going. Number 2, Lonzo Ball. You'll hear plenty of his name tonight. Joined in the starting lineup by his brothers. Number 3, LeAngelo Ball. And the freshman, number 1, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, it's fine.
The other 2 starters, number 0, Elijah Scott, and number 21, Onyeka Okongwu. As getting on the board is Cameron Williams in the red for Redondo. LaMelo launching from deep. That's a good sign, as we saw the other night. LaMelo hit 6 3-pointers in a second-round game in the third quarter alone. Elijah Nesbitt at the point for Redondo, getting in the lane, kicking it back out to Cameron Williams, and Cameron Williams getting going early. LaMelo looking for his shot again. Inside to the big man. Okongwu can't get it to go. Rebound pulled by Elijah Scott, kicking it out to Zoe Ball. Zoe Ball with that easy 3. No good. Easy. Then he is the meter whenever he shoots those. Rebound pulled by Chino Hills. But possession will go to Redondo. Only 54 miles separate these two schools. Morgan Means kicking it to Leland Green. Green continuing his fine tournament play for 2. Launching the 3 is the freshman, not afraid to put it up. He has the green light all game. Redondo ball once again. That Redondo starting lineup for you. Number 0 is Rise Williams. Number 1, Elijah Nesbitt. Number 2, Leland Green. Number 5, Morgan Means. And number 14, Cameron Williams with an early 4 points. Nesbitt to Means. Oh, coming behind is LaMelo to his brother, but it's knocked out of bounds. A staple of Chino Hills in this tournament is that play, first of all, but it doesn't go. They like to toss it in out of bounds. Big brother Zoe to middle brother LeAngelo. A lot of hands on the ball there. LeAngelo coming away with it. LaMelo will pull up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Flick of the wrist back up. No good. Cameron Williams tries to control it. Here comes Morgan Means to Leland Green. Green with a great move. Getting by Zoe Ball. Can't get it to go. Battle underneath the boards. Elijah Scott tossing it out to Zoe. Zoe ahead to LeAngelo. Back to Zoe into the corner. Off the top of the backboard. No good. Here comes Morgan Means. And getting going is Rise Williams for 3. Right back. Redondo answering. Means pushing the pace here. Big swat by Zoe Ball, the 6'6 senior, headed to UCLA. Nesbitt skying for the rebound. Nesbitt mixing up his pace, kicking it to Rise Williams. Can't connect. Out of bounds, stays with Redondo. Chino Hills seems suited to play pretty much any style of play. Redondo likes to push the pace, which of course Chino can't run with them. Big swat by Zoe again. And there's Zoe again. He has been throwing those long passes all tournament. If Redondo can defend those, they might have a chance. Big three. by LiAngelo Ball, who went for 41 points last night. You wouldn't have noticed it. It was the most quiet 41 points I've ever seen. All of these brothers have an easygoing demeanor about them. But you look at the stat sheet, and you can't help but say the term wow as Leland Green connects. LaMelo Ball, the 5'10 freshman, over to his big brother, Zobal. LaMelo throwing it into Elijah Scott. Out to LiAngelo, to Zoe, trying to thread the needle there, but Redondo getting a hand on it. Early substitutions for Redondo, number 10 Jalen Moore and number 23 Wesley Gilbert. Looks like Coach Reggie Morris sticking to his regular rotation. LiAngelo from way out. No good. Morgan Means with a rebound. Means kicking it out to Moore. He'll fire off the bench and hit. It was a big basket last night by Moore that kind of calmed down the comeback effort of Gorman and got Redondo into this title game. Zoe. Very active defensive hands early on by Redondo as Wesley Gilbert disrupted that one. Underneath. Referee sees a foul. See who the call's on here as Cameron Shelton, number 20, checks in for the first time for Chino, replacing number 0, Elijah Scott. That's the first personal on number 3. LiAngelo Ball. Cameron Shelton coming away with it to LaMelo. LaMelo back to Shelton. Shelton down the lane, kicks it back out to Zoe, to LiAngelo for 3. Elijah Nesbitt. Jalen Moore. Nesbitt guarded by Cameron Shelton. Nesbitt going up for the jumper. He hits it. LiAngelo backing his man in all the way outside the three-point line. Zoe Ball from way deep. No good. Even though Chino Hills is stacked with talent, the true leader of this team is Zoe Ball. He keeps the ball moving at all times, tends to see the whole court no matter where he is on it. I mentioned him heading to UCLA, so are his two brothers. All three committed to playing for the Bruins. A lot of hands on the ball there. LaMelo going to launch. No good. The putback, Cameron Shelton, they got to get a body on him. Nesbitt to Moore in the corner. On the wing there. Back to Moore. And Jalen Moore feeling it early on with 5 points off the bench. And Redondo looking for those home run balls. The long pass has been a staple, and they have done it consistently throughout this tournament without turning the ball over. Just absolute heaves down the court for easy shots. Morgan Means, if he can get going. LiAngelo pulling the board. LiAngelo 14 of 29 from the field last night. Zoe Ball going to pull up. That's a 3. Unorthodox shooting motion by Ball. He kind of crosses his arm in front of his face, but it seems to be effective. Wesley Gilbert working in the post. Nice block there by Okongwu. Zoe Ball gets the call. Reggie Morris, the Redondo coach, looking for a travel, but he's not going to get it. Neck and neck here. Chino 19, now 20 to 18. First personal on number 10, Jalen Moore.
Zobal hitting 2 free throws. Cameron Williams trapped in the corner. Kicks it out. Rise Williams. Out of bounds. The refs say going the other way to Chino. Cameron Shelton to Okongwu. Zoe to Shelton. Shelton with a fake pass. Back out to Zoe. Way out there in Steph Curry range. Almost connects. Trying to switch hands there was Means, but the savvy defender, Zobal, he can do it all. Getting a hand on it. Elijah Scott returns for Shelton. Rise Williams, no good. Chasing down his own rebound, can't get it. Zobal to LiAngelo. Zoe takes care of himself. Rise Williams to Means. 2 Williams on the court for Redondo in the red. Rise, number 0, and Cameron, number 14. Finally, a little bit of a breather here as these teams have been going back and forth all quarter long. Zobal all over it. Leland Green, one of the most active players in this tournament, will get the call underneath. Green at the line, perhaps improving his stock in this tournament. Already coming in with Division I offers. He had 32 in their second round victory. Redondo got here as he hits the first. Beating Folsom in the first round 77-59, and then a couple of upsets. They took care of the number 2 seed Bentonville out of Arkansas and their star Malik Monk with an 83-57 thrashing, and then winning last night, holding off Gorman's furious late rally 77-69. Gorman was the number 3 seed. Green makes both free throws. Every point will count in this one. They're going to need him against this Chino Hills powerhouse. Corner, no good. Elijah Scott working. Back out to the corner. LaMelo, no good. And that's your quarter. Chino Hills 23, but hanging with them, continuing to not be shaken by seemingly anything is Redondo. Only down 3, 23-20. Coming to you from a packed gym in Rancho Mirage High School, getting ready to start the second quarter of this championship game of the MaxPreps Holiday Classic Open Division. There's Redondo Union High in the red. The Seahawks. Steal by Zobal from Chino Hills with the jam. Chino Hills, the Huskies, and their star, one of their many stars, Zobal, pulling up from the free throw, elbow. Leland Green can't hit. Zoe down the court again. Blocking foul On number 5, Morgan Means. Zoe at the line. How did Chino Hills get here? Well, with a 97-58 win over Seattle Prep in the first round. The second round, they faced Rufus King out of Wisconsin with a 125-99 victory. And just last night, a victory over Jonesboro of Georgia, as M.J. Walker Jr.'s 30 points were not enough. Zoe hitting the free throw. Chino won that one, 124-93. So any team that can play them close has got to play together, and this is a very well-coached Redondo team. They have bent at times but never been broken in this tournament. Losing it is Leland Green. Elijah Scott gets it back from LeAngelo. Elijah Scott rising for the one-hand jam. Back in the second quarter after that monster jam by Elijah Scott. We talked so much about the Ball brothers on Chino Hills. Their other two starters, very impressive players in their own right. Elijah Scott, as we have a call on the play. Second personal on LeAngelo Ball. Elijah Scott in the first two rounds of the tourney with 19 points and 20. So he's capable of also putting the ball in the basket, as he did there with authority. Zoe Ball. Cameron Williams using the rim as his friend there. Gets it to go. Zoe kicks it to the corner to his little brother. No good. Coming away with the rebound is Rise Williams. Elijah Nesbitt, pressure by Chino, poked away by Zoe. Zoe gets his hand on the ball so many times each game, it's unbelievable. Number 23, Wesley Gilbert checks out for Redondo. As 14, Cameron Williams returns. LaMelo can't hit from deep. Zoe, no good. But he draws the blocking foul. Cameron Williams, his first personal. They've got to stop the pressure that Zoe Ball mounts. But with his array of moves and his court vision, it's really a matter of picking your poison. There he is, extending the lead to 9. If Redondo can keep this game within 10, that might be the goal. to give them a chance down the stretch. But they've been very impressive in this tournament. Cameron Williams gets into the paint. Oh, great weight there by Leland Green. Green, one of the most active players on the court all tournament long, showing his basketball IQ there. Long miss by Zoe. Pulling up is Means. Means with the steal. Means pulling up. Means, no good, in and out. Leland Green on the feed from Nesbitt. Poked away, Zoe winds up with it. A couple of really intelligent plays there, though, by Redondo as they pulled up before. Easy two by Elijah Scott. I was going to say it looked like Means and Green both aware to pull up before Zoe was in range to get a hand on it. They come away with that sequence with 4 points. Rise Williams returns for the Seahawks, number 0. Williams having a great tournament himself, bookending his performances in the first and third round, 25 points and 26. Leland Green, high pass to Cameron Williams, saves it. Back to Rise Williams, back to Green, tiptoeing out of bounds, chucks it to Nesbitt. Nesbitt really getting up there near half court. Nesbitt listed at 5'4". An article the other day said he's 5'2". Nearby a crowd member saying he's 5'3". Whatever it is, he can sure get up. He's skied for quite a few rebounds during this tournament. Means kicking it out to the corner to Rise. Rise rising up for 3. A deep 3 by LiAngelo off the rim. Zoe poked away by Nesbitt. Poked away by Rise. Morgan Means tossing it. No call there on Zoe, but the ball is off of the 6'6" senior. They've cut the lead back down to 4. The composure of this Redondo team is remarkable. Rise to Means. Means hits again. Zobal realizing this one is not going to be as easy as their earlier contest in this tournament. Looking a little more aggressive on offense here. Drawing contact. Fouls on number 1, Elijah Nesbitt, his first personal foul. Out of bounds to LiAngelo. LiAngelo falling back, no good on the 3. Looking for the save, no, to Redondo. Nesbitt ahead to Green. Nesbitt there for the follow. Redondo will need those hustle plays, and they are a team that hustles. The crowd really getting into this one here. 2 California teams, both these teams traveling well with their crowd. A packed gym. Zobal an assist to Elijah Scott. Ahead is Redondo on the break, but they'll slow it down as the pressure coming from Chino. Cameron Williams with the move right, using his body off of Okongwu. Leland Green scrapping for it. Zobal ahead to his little brother LaMelo. He will launch from deep, looking for 3. Front rim, pulled by Means. Means spins out of it. Means with Nesbitt on the wing. Means pulling up himself from 3. Short rims it himself. Okongwu, the 6'9" freshman with the rebound. LaMelo looking for the toss to LiAngelo. Looking for the save as Redondo, but they're going to say it's over the line. Jalen Moore checking back in for number 5, Morgan Means. Those 3 players for Redondo, Williams, Means, and Green, all having their moments here in the first half. They all average around the same amount of points, and they play a similar style. Very well coached. They just play together. Shelton Guarded by Jalen Moore. Zobal back to Shelton. Shelton. Little dish to LiAngelo. LiAngelo can't get it over the rim. Knocked out of bounds by Rise Williams. Retaining possession will be Chino Hills. The 12-0 Chino Hills Huskies against the 10-2 Redondo Union Seahawks. Cameron Shelton. Cameron Williams letting Shelton know not to come in the paint. Okongwu. Drawing the second personal on number 14, Cameron Williams. Wesley Gilbert at the scorer's table. Number 23. Zobal will launch and hit. This is the most we've seen Zoe look for his shot. He's deferred to his teammates in the other games. And when I say defer, he's averaging 24.7 points per game for the tournament. But that's the kind of points this team puts up. Nesbitt firing, no good. Zoe with a rebound. To Shelton, trailing. Shelton off the glass, gets it to go. Nesbitt with Shelton on him. To Rise Williams. Those fluorescent green shoes of LaMelo Ball. Jalen Moore for three. Jalen Moore's had the hot hand off the bench. Inside. The freshman, Okongwu, with a two-hand flush. Getting way ahead of ourselves here, but with LaMelo a freshman and Okongwu a freshman, this team is set for a while. Leland Green can't get it to go, but look at him. He's so active. Green losing the fight, but what a battle he put up there. LaMelo missing. It's not been there tonight for LaMelo so far. Oh, Nesbitt nearly taking out a table there. Reminiscent of Monday Night Raw, Nesbitt. Almost going through a table. Refs checking on the civilians and the table. Table looks okay. People look okay. And finally, a breather here as this action has been up and down the floor by both teams. We mentioned Zobal with a very modest 24.7 points per game in this tournament. He's also averaging 6.7 rebounds and 12 assists. He doesn't mind deferring. Great all-around game. He reminds me of a young Grant Hill. Cameron Shelton will work some clock here as Redondo trails by 6 over Chino Hills. Zobal holding it. We are getting what we wanted in the first half here, folks. A game as LaMelo way deep. No rebound. Pulled by Wesley Gilbert. We got about 5 seconds to play in this first half. Nesbitt to Morgan Means. Morgan Means pulling up inside the three-point line. He can't get it to go. Nice move by Means. So in the first half, from the packed Rancho Mirage High School, the number 1 seed Chino Hills 42, the Cinderella Redondo Union 36. This is a ball game, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. With back-to-back three-pointers by each team. That's Elijah Scott for 2. Cameron Williams with Redondo, kicking it to Morgan Means for 3. Chino Hills trying to get going. Elijah Scott at the line, number 0. 47-41. Coming into this game, Chino Hills was beating their tournament opponents by an average margin of 32 points per game. It's only 6 right now, as Redondo Union has been no slouch in this tournament. That's why they're in the title game. Leland Green, skying, cannot get it to go, but gets a hand on the ball. He is such an active player. Zobal can't finish. Coming out of it is Morgan Means. Morgan Means has been all over the court so far as well. Rise Williams with a jumper. LaMelo Ball, the shot has not been there. Let's see if he can get it going in the second half. No good. Elijah Nesbitt back to Leland Green. Leland Green. A 2-point ball game. Chino. LiAngelo Ball with his 3rd three-pointer of the game. That's all the points he has, 9. Green guarded by Zobal. 2-on-2. Cameron Williams staying aggressive. To a man, this Redondo team has great composure. Flying at the freshman, LaMelo. Zoe gets it. Zoe hits it. 25 now for Zoe Ball. This is the most aggressive we've seen him, looking for his shot this whole tournament. They may need that scoring load tonight from him. Cameron Williams, the spin move. Cameron Williams connects. That's 8 for Cameron. LiAngelo. We've seen the post game from LiAngelo a lot this tournament. He's got 4 threes tonight. He had 41 last night. Redondo throws it out of bounds. Number 23, Wesley Gilbert checking in, and number 10, Jalen Moore for Redondo. Moore with a huge lift off the bench for Redondo in the first half. He had 8 points, tied for the team lead with Leland Green, who also had 8. Zobal, 19 first half points. There he is with a beautiful assist underneath to Elijah Scott. If you blink, Zoe will find the opening. But Redondo's so attentive, they might have just blinked. And he found the open man underneath. Cameron Williams at the line. Cameron Williams at the charity stripe. Two fouls on the freshman, Okongwu. Zoe to Scott once again. LaMelo Ball on Nesbitt. Jalen Moore. Five-second violation. They did not get it past half court. So Moore and Gilbert check out. And a timeout on the court. We'll be right back with the call. Out of the break, LiAngelo Ball with his 5th three-pointer of the ball game. He's got 15. Elijah Nesbitt looking for his shot and connects. Zoe Ball, we've seen a couple of beautiful assists from him in the last few minutes. Zoe gets to the paint. Great defense by Morgan Means. Out to Rise Williams. Rise will almost finish. There's Means again. Means on the offensive glass. Means out to Rise Williams. Williams back to Means. Means double teamed, poked out. Back to Ball from the long pass from Okongwu in the corner for LaMelo. LaMelo. If all three Ball brothers get going, it will be tough for Redondo to stay in this ball game. Personal foul on number 2, Zoe Ball. Leland Green. Beautiful bounce pass underneath to Cameron Williams. Cameron Williams has been cleaning up here. I've got him for 13. LaMelo to Okongwu, back out to Zoe. 11-point lead. That's an offensive foul. Zoe almost dropping the shoulder there, running back style. And the refs caught him. Nesbitt out to Cameron Williams. The cutter Green stops back to Cameron. Cameron gets contact on Okongwu. Third personal on the 6'9" freshman. This is the most offense we've seen out of number 14, Williams. Looks like Chino King on the 3 wings of Redondo, leaving Williams open at times, and they're finding him. Redondo stopping the bleeding here, can cut it to 9. They don't. Zoe, rebound, long pass to Elijah Scott. Scott with a wraparound pass. Another offensive foul on Chino Hills. Redondo not afraid to put their bodies in front of this Chino Hills offense. Nesbitt over to Means. Means averaging 19 points per game in this tournament. Gets it back. Down the lane himself. Kicks it. Oh, Zoe ball. Johnny on the spot there. Zoe, a little dribbling clinic in the backcourt. Launches. Can't hit. Leland Green ahead to Means. Means comes down with it. Out to Nesbitt. Cameron Williams above the free throw line. No good. Leland Green. Green looking like he's coming off the top rope there on Nesbitt. That's our second wrestling reference. That'll be the last one. And here comes Chino Hills with that 10-point lead. Third quarter. Looking for the backboard. It was LeAngelo. Did not get it. 4 fouls on Okongwu. Actually, a foul on number 0. Elijah Scott, his third, so he's also in foul trouble. Rise Williams rising to the occasion for 2. LeAngelo will launch. LeAngelo will miss. Nesbitt. Wow, Nesbitt. Great body control. Corner 3 by Rise Williams. Back the other end. Gets a hand on it, but the foul. That's the thing about this Chino Hills team. They almost play a style similar to football where the defense celebrates for a second, all of a sudden it's an 80-yard touchdown because they love these long passes down the court. As you saw there, Rise Williams, beautiful shot, didn't really celebrate, but just for a second, kind of a little fist pump, and found himself trailing LeAngelo Ball, who gets to the line, and the lead is 7. Every moment counts for Redondo. Nesbitt. Nice move getting in there. Morgan Means guarded by Cameron Shelton. Under a minute to play in the third frame. Means dribbling to his left, met by Shelton. Back out to Cameron Williams. Williams finding the cutting Leland Green. Great body control by Green. That's textbook how you do it. Leland Green separating his shoulder from the defender, going left hand, giving him no chance to block the shot. He converts. 12 for Leland Green. 68-63. The mighty Chino Hills. Nesbitt fouling Cameron Shelton at half court. His second personal. Redondo has come to play, folks. Shelton with a wide opening. Blocking foul. That's a tough one. Looks like he was set. Maybe a little bit of a shift of his right foot, but the referee thought otherwise. Cameron Shelton at the line. Third foul on number 14, Cameron Williams. He's been so key on offense for them. Shelton can extend the lead to 7, and he does. Leland Green up for 3 at the buzzer. No! At the end of 3, 70-63. The Huskies of Chino Hills will try to close it out in the fourth and take home the championship of the MaxPreps Holiday Classic. We'll be back with the call. And here we are in the fourth quarter. Redondo Union still with a chance to win this one. Hanging tough with Chino Hills, the Seahawks. Don't be confused, Chino Hills wearing more of a color like the Seattle Seahawks, but it's actually Redondo in the red. Chino Hills is the Huskies. Elijah Nesbitt with the ball. Poked away by LaMelo. LaMelo, the freshman, converts. Surprising strength there by LaMelo. LaMelo's 14 years old, committed to UCLA at 13 before ever playing a high school game, but kept his composure there. Finds himself at the line with a chance for a three-point play. In and out. Leland Green over to Nesbitt. Nesbitt plays with such tenacity. A spark plug for this Redondo team. Leland Green, double teamed, off his leg, out of bounds to Chino. Zobal starting the fourth quarter with 27 points. LaMelo with 6. LiAngelo there with 15 all by way of his 5 3-pointers. LaMelo dribbling, stepping back, misses. Tip back in by Zoe. Such an unorthodox shot by Zoe on the three-pointer. He actually shoots it on the opposite side of his body. They're very tough to defend, almost like he's a left-handed shooter, shooting with his right hand. You'd have to wonder if they're going to try to adjust that at the next level. If it works, though. Nesbitt. Wow, Nesbitt up and under a Kongwu. 74-65, timeout on the floor. Back in the fourth quarter, 6.5 to play. LaMelo Ball with the ball into Elijah Scott for 2. 11-point lead. Redondo, the pump fake. Well, not really a fake, just trying to survive there. Leland Green drawing contact. Fourth foul on Okongwu. Green coming into the tournament with a Division I offer from Northern Arizona. He's had some stellar moments here in the tourney, though, so he must be getting more mail or texts. However schools are recruiting these days, in and out on the free throw. Green averaging 18.7 in the tourney. Uncharacteristic misses. Elijah Nesbitt, we've seen him jump for rebounds. Now we've seen him scale walls like he's Spider-Man. He may be diminutive, but his presence on the court is huge. Elijah Scott pushing it to LiAngelo. Can't hit. Scott, second chance. LiAngelo off the glass for 2. Airballing the three-pointer from the corner is Cameron Williams. Zoe out to his little brother, stepping back behind the three-point line. LaMelo Ball. Cameron swatted away by Zoe. Number 10, Jalen Moore, returning for Redondo. He had 8 first-half points. Really kept this team in the game with his hot shooting. Rise Williams, guarded by Zoe. There's Moore. LiAngelo on him. Trying to control it. Nesbitt dribbling, kicking it out. A lot of room there. No good. Leland Green showing his athleticism. Up on the glass, getting it to go. LiAngelo working his post game to Okongwu for 2. Under 5 to play now. 16-point lead for Chino Hills. Nesbitt out of control, loses it. Back, Leland Green all the way for 2. Leland Green doesn't seem like he has any fear on the court. LiAngelo missing the 3. Nesbitt comes out of there with it. Elijah pushing the pace into the corner. It's Jalen Moore. Moore picking up where he left off in the first half. 11 key points off the bench, and he cuts the lead to 11 with that one. Over 4 to go. Zoe from the volleyball line gets it to go. That's 32 for the future Bruin. A 14-point lead now. Chino can score so quick. Nesbitt amongst the towers. Baseline move by Green off his leg. Possession to Chino. Morgan Means will return, as will Cameron Shelton. LiAngelo Ball throws it to no one. The Ball brothers tonight have combined for 14 three-pointers. Spin move, Cameron Williams, but the save by Okongwu with the block. When Chino makes a mistake, they have the talent and athleticism to recover and make the next play. LaMelo can't find the shot. Gets in there. Leland Green getting up for the board. Morgan Means out on the break. Morgan Means for 2. Shelton to LaMelo. LaMelo for Zoe. The alley-oop. That's how they do it, folks. That's how they do it. Up 14. Under 3 to play. Jalen Moore gets it blocked. Cameron Shelton. LaMelo can't get it off. Goes into the paint. Gets it to go. Floater. Redondo running out of time now. Rise Williams to Morgan Means. Zoe Ball with the rebound. Out to Cameron Shelton. Shelton staying aggressive. Cameron ahead to Means. Means, stutter step. Means in the corner for Jalen Moore. Jalen short rims it. Out of bounds off Cameron Williams. Possession to Chino. Number 23, Wesley Gilbert returns for Redondo. Zoe again. LaMelo. LiAngelo. No good. Zoe good. He's so good. 34 for the standout. Nesbitt swatted away by Shelton. About a minute and a half to play. 18-point lead. It seemed like a ball game just a moment ago. That's the thing with Chino. They just score in bunches, and if you do not play D, no matter how many shots you hit, you look up the scoreboard, and all of a sudden, the score at least looks like a blowout, even though Redondo has really played a great game against this super talented Chino squad. Wesley Gilbert for 2. Nesbitt can't hit it. Foul. Some of the fans starting to trickle out, thinking Chino has this one in hand. Cameron had a golden opportunity to get a steal there, but lets it go off his fingertips. Zobal to Scott. Scott to LaMelo with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball to the corner. Out of bounds. Redondo will take it out. Morgan Means. Rise Williams, referee, wants this at half court. Morgan Means into Rise. Rise will shoot the 3. Short rim. Cameron Shelton the board. Elijah Scott with it. Shelton to Scott. Shelton with that left-handed stroke. In and out. Nesbitt. Over to Wesley Gilbert with a nice jam. Shelton to LiAngelo. To Zoe. Zoe went big there. He got the contact, but he wanted to finish that sentence with an exclamation point. Zoe will go to the line with about half a minute to play. A 14-point lead. Chino make it 15. Zoe now with 36 points. Morgan Means still playing hard down the stretch inside to Wesley Gilbert for 2. Cameron Shelton. Blocking foul on Nesbitt. That says a lot about this Redondo team, though. Down 14 with very little time left. Nesbitt still sacrificing his body in front of Shelton. That's the way they played all tournament. On the verge of defeat here for the first time, obviously. They've knocked off the number 2 seed, the number 3 seed. But this number 1 seed, this buzzsaw of Chino Hills, their star players now exiting. Zobal going for his well-deserved cup of Gatorade. Zoe will finish with 36 and most likely the tournament MVP award, as his numbers this tournament, no matter what game you look at, are just a bunch of wows. Cameron Shelton checks out. Number 10, Pierce Richards seeing action, as well as number 4, Matthew Reed. Number 12, Jason Mitchell. Number 22, Chaz Smith. And number 24, Adam Vasquez. Rise Williams can't connect. Out of bounds. Chaz Smith underneath. No good. And that's the way it will end, folks. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan with National Prep Stars from the MaxPreps Holiday Classic in Rancho Mirage, California. Rancho Mirage High School. The number 1 seed, Chino Hills, taking home the championship with a 96-80 victory over the valiant effort of the Seahawks of Redondo Union High. Chino, led by the 36 points from their star player Zobal. He did it all this tournament, on offense, on defense, seeing the court. Number of highlight dunks, hitting the three. Just so much talent on this Chino team from top to bottom in that starting lineup. Redondo will take second place. But Chino Hills, you saw here tonight, once again, why they are the number one ranked team in the tournament, in the state, and by some, the country. Zobal with 110 points in the 4 tournament games. That's a 26.5 points per game average. In the first contest since 2010 in the championship here between 2 California teams, Chino upending Redondo. But Chino Hills, when the gym fills up like this, they look for the show, and Chino Hills brings the show. We saw that second round game where the freshman LaMelo Ball lit it up with 6 third-quarter three-pointers. We saw last night the junior LiAngelo Ball score 41. And tonight, Zobal saying, I'm going to be more aggressive on offense. He put up 36. I don't have his rebound, assists, and block totals, but they're up there. As we wait the presentation of the championship trophy and the MVP trophy. Announced from the earlier game, the all-tournament team. From Jonesboro, we had M.J. Walker Jr. and Eric Levette. And from Bishop Gorman, Zach Collins. Jonesboro won third place with a down-the-stretch 65-64 victory. But Chino Hills tonight playing Redondo. Redondo hung with them longer than any team has this tournament, as Leland Green comes to half court to get his all-tournament honor. He played outstanding. He'll be joined on the all-tourney team by number 5, Morgan Means, the 6'1 senior. And you see that Redondo trying to crack a smile, but they really have nothing to be ashamed of. Incredibly coached team by Reggie Morris. And there you hear the announcement of Zobal, or LaMelo Ball, the freshman, with his backpack already. So he's got the bag to take home the plaque in. A lot more basketball at the high school level left for LaMelo. Only a freshman, 5'10". Of course, UCLA probably trusting that LaMelo is going to grow into something close to his brother's 6'5" and 6'6" frames. And joining him on the all-tournament team is LiAngelo Ball. There he is. And to the shock of no one, the MVP of the tournament, Lonzo Zobal of the Chino Hills Huskies, finishing it off with 36 points tonight. He had so many steals and assists in this tournament that looked absolutely like a walk in the park, but that's just the way he plays. He looks like it's easy, but it's not, folks. I've tried it. All 3 Ball brothers there on the all-tournament team. What a family. Amazing. My favorite memory of the tournament was last night's game. On the break, Zobal had the opportunity to pass it ahead to his little brother, LaMelo, and he kind of looked him off, and I don't know what the subtext there was, but it looked like a, hey, don't go in my room without my permission, so I'm not going to pass it to you, and I'm going to take this one-handed dunk myself. And it's such a great moment. You'll never find that on the court. Such a unique situation. Teammates, family, and talent. There's the Redondo Union Seahawks taking home their second place prize. Reggie Morris turning this program around, taking over a few seasons ago with a 10-17 record. And now they show tonight they can hang with anyone in the state. And in this tournament, they show they can hang with a lot of teams in the country. And there's Steve Bake getting the coach's trophy. Fifth year as coach. Such a talented cast of individuals he has on his bench. And looks like he'll get a little gift bag as well. So there it is, the official presentation of the tournament championship to the Chino Hills Huskies. What a season for them so far, now 13-0. This is their 8th straight victory over a team from an 8th different state. New York, Florida, North Carolina, New Jersey, Washington, Wisconsin, Georgia, and now California. The fun facts never stop for this squad, averaging 97.1 points per game in those first 7. So it's been a great tournament. Here for NationalPreps.com, coverage of the MaxPreps Holiday Classic, Rancho Mirage High School, Rancho Mirage, California, part of the Palm Springs community. One last time, your champions, 2015, the Huskies of Chino Hills. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan signing off. Thank you for tuning in.